Hey traders, Parker here with another indicator. Today I'll be introducing you to somebody else's indicator that I made some modifications to and two other ones. Today we're going to focus on seasonal analysis and sector rotation. So what we're looking at right here is this guy's indicator, TOS indicators. Looking at his indicator, this is a build a seasonal analysis indicator for ThinkorSwim. So watch this video. I'll leave the link to the video in the description to get a better understanding of how the indicator works and how he built it. But for the most part, this is the indicator that he built. And we're just entering into the month of June. You look down here, it says June. And this says that 60% of the time, the month of June, they close 0.5%, 0.05% down for the month of June over the past 5 years. So we can go look at last June. So this is last June right here. It actually opened up, so you can see the open. Where's the open? 415, but it actually closed the month below that at 377.25. So this was last June of 2022, and we'll go back to 2020, and here is 2021. Here's your open 428.87, and here's your close. They actually have higher close. So I like the indicator, but this is my spin on it. So I'm gonna take his off and put mine on. And you can see the modifications I've made. So right off the bat, you see where I brought in the clouds, and you can see where the clouds are showing you that this is a down month, and this white cloud or this gray cloud right here was an up month. Let me push it back to one of these clearer ones. So what I did was, whatever the difference was, like this right here, whatever the difference was from the open, according to the average, that's what this blue line represents. And you can see right here for this month of June, it didn't make it. This red line here is the current was June's high, and this bright green line right here was June's low. You have this dark red line right here, and it should be a dark green line down here, and that was the previous month's high and low, and that's what the cloud focuses on. And this white line is the open, and this purple line was the month's close. These dashed lines right here was ATR. This is half an ATR, and this bright solid yellow line is one ATR away from the open. So those were the added features that I added into it. And I also added a bubble. I really need to get off of the S&P 500. Let me see if this works on SPX. Yep, it works on SPX. So for the month of June on the SPX, on average, 80% of the time, it closes 1.16%, and that's what this bubble represents, and this would be your price target for that 1.16%, and this label matches the same thing as the percentage up. On average, whatever will move. So I explained everything that's in here. So that's this. I apologize. It's late, and I wanted to do this video. So the other thing that I decided to do, where I was inspired to do, was the sector seasonal analysis. So the sector seasonal analysis works the same, except for you can come in here and you can actually select the month. So we're gonna select June, and I'm gonna have to go back to, maybe I'm not. And it has the 11 sectors in there, and it has some of the other indices like the Russell, the Dow, and the Nasdaq. So we're in the month of June. I selected the month of June from here. So this will be your the average and your percentages for the different sectors. So this kind of gives you an idea what sectors you want to look into for the month of June. And so right now we can go to technology, XLK. We can see the prices right now, and we says 80% of the time on average, or this is the average difference is 2.93, and this is the actual difference right now. This is what right now we're actually, the actual shows that we're up 1.34% in the XLK. So we go to XLK. So 2.93 up here as well. So, and you have your actual 1.34. Let me get this thing. Come on, ThinkorSwim. All right, so here we are, and this is what we're expected to do, or on average, or a seasonal analysis for the sector, is to make it up here to 172.10. So right now, this is your week change, or yeah, this should be your week change, your month change, your 3-month change, and your year change. So for this year, so where's January? Here's January. So for the year average right now, we're up 31.95% on this for this year, for the year. And the 3-month average, here's your ATR, here's your 52-week high and 52-week low. Those are some of the other things I added. And here is my updated version of my sector rotation labels. Let me move that down. It looks like it doesn't really like me being on the XLK. So it's just taking a second for everything to load up. So everything is loaded up. I thought Bitcoin wasn't going to load up. But for the most part, we can look right here. We can find technology, XLK. It's showing light green because when you move over here for the week, it was down. For the week, it's down 0.75%. 0.75%. For the month, it's up 1.34%. And for the 3-month, it's up 21.5%, and for the year, 31.95%. So this is all the information is in these labels right here, and also the RP. It's this relative position between this 52-week high and 52-week low, and then you have your 52-week high, 52-week low, and your price and ticker for XLK. So these are my updated sector rotation labels right here. And they're changed color according to the 5-day, the month, and the 3-month. And right now, this gives you a great idea where to go look at in different sectors. So you can see that this is the S&P Futures 500. Even though healthcare is down 5%, it's still up. And it's 3-month, it's 1 month, and it's 1 week. So that's why healthcare is showing green. I wanted to show things according to its quarterly and its weekly and a little monthly instead of its yearly. Excuse me. But for the most part, that's why this one's green. But even though it's down for the year, it's actually pushing up for these three, for its week, its month, and its 3-month. I may go in there and add in the feature whether it's up for the year or not. But, and you see utilities is pouring out red. And anything that's yellow is usually because its week is down and its 3-month is down, but its month is up. So those are, this just gives you some type sort of identification where you go look. If you notice any of these sectors are green, you know, for the most part, or red if you want to go short. But this is the updated version of my sector rotation labels, and this is the season analysis for the sectors, and this is his updated, well, my version of his indicator. in up here where I've added the 52-week high, the ATR, the 5-day change, the month change, the 3-month change, and the year change, and also the other things I added in: the month high, the month low, the month open, the month close, and the diff average for that month, or diff expectancy for the month. On average, the stock moved this much, so that's where this cyan line is coming in, and the clouds just represents whether it was whether the previous month was a up month or a down month. And we can just come over here and you can see this is during the pandemic, where this was just a sweeping down move until the next month was up. So that's why I added the clouds in there. But like I said, with these labels, I'm still working on them. Even doing the video now, I see just more prudent to add in the year versus just adding the week, the month, and the 3-month, but actually adding in a year, whether to make the label red, green, or any of these other colors down here. So this is pretty much the end of the video. But I just wanted to do a video on, since I haven't done one so long, on the sector rotation or sector analysis. But let me get rid of those labels down there, and let's focus in on the actual season analysis sector rotation indicator, or those labels. So while I'm waiting for this to load, I'm going to go to my scanner. So right now I had this in there, but I'm just going to get rid of that. So I saw that the technology sector was up. So we're going to go to the industry, and I'm going to go to information technology. Here's all the technology stocks. I'm just going to select that. So I'm going to look for any of the stocks that meet my criteria. And this is the criteria that I put in there, but for the most part, I will actually add in more things, but it just has to have 3 million volume, be up. We'll change this to 10%, be up 10% on a day, and between 50 cents and $50. This stock right here, I have been watching this one for a while, and it was actually on my breakout scanner, but I played it a little bit, but I didn't stay in it as long as I wished I had. GSIT. So we'll go back to my charts. We'll go back to my regular chart. GSIT. And this is what this stock looks like on a weekly. Like I said, I removed the labels I had. Well, there they go. I thought I had removed my drawing tools, but this stock was on my breakout filter. And this cloud right here, it's my forward price channel. Had a guy ask me earlier about trading strategy, and this is pretty much my trading strategy right here. And you can look right here. This is the price channel plotted forward 13 bars into the future, 13 bars into the future on what it was before. So for the most part, this is where this is 13 bars ahead. So this would be my breakout right here. And I look at it like this: if it's in the cloud, it's consolidating. If it's outside the cloud, it's trending. And then on the other thing I have is my inside day indicator, and that's what you're seeing right here. And you had a breakdown below on here. And this stock just broke out of this inside bar right here, or inside week right there. And this is the hourly, and this is what my trading looks like on a daily chart right here. So if you're unfamiliar with this is my what is this? Day, week, month, pre-market, after hours indicator. And here's our after hours right here. And you can see it has bull deviation. That's what this little blue dot. That's my signals indicator. One of the ones I'm still developing. But for the most part, you have high pressure bull dip. You have a whole lot of stuff that's in the signals indicator. And this one displays your day high, day low, 52-week high, and 52-week low as well. But this is typically how I day trade when I get on. And like I said, this for me, this cloud represents momentum. This is where the stock. This is where the stock was. This is the average high of 12 bars. That's what this price channel represents. And this is the where it was in the past, and it's breaking out of it. So if it's above this cloud, then that means it has positive momentum to the upside. But if it's inside the cloud, it can still have some positive momentum to the upside. But for the most part, I usually look at it as consolidating. But this had a nice push up, and these arrows right here are my VSA arrows. I haven't set on close by close, and if it's basically close minus close times volume, and above one or two deviation. I mean above one deviation. And that's what gives you the green arrow if it's pushing to the high side. If it's pushing up or pushing down, you can see right here these two stocks on these two arrows right here is telling you it's pushing down. And what you see also with these, you can see this white candle is actually a positive candle, but it's wrapped in this red. The reason right that it's a selling imbalance for me, and it's just saying that even though this is a green candle or it's a positive candle, it's more sellers because the close below half of the candle. So I would look at that as a closing. As a bearish candle, even though it's white showing it's bullish. And the same indication with these two red candles right here, they're wrapped in green, showing that there's a buying imbalance right here. At least for me, it's a buying imbalance where the candle closed higher than half of the candle, and that's why I call it a buying imbalance. And here's another selling imbalance right here. Usually I would expect the stock to go down on those. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But for the most part, you can see right here where there's a whole lot of selling on these candles right here, even though they were green candles. Same situation here, but you got this push up right there. And for the most part, here's the channel right there. This other green line, this purple line right here is VWAP. The red line represents half of the channel, and the blue line represents the current channel. And it just works as a mean for me. And price is just attracted to the mean or the average for the channel. And that's basically how I trade. With this one, you got your previous month, previous week, previous day, previous close. So you can see how the stock actually hit each one of those levels. These blue lines right here represent your pre-market high and pre-market low. So this stock did pretty good. And here, there it goes. It says pre-market high, pre-market low, day low, month low as well. Same situation here, week high, month high. And the bright colored lines are your current. The dark color lines are your previous months or your previous levels. And you can go look at the S&P 500 as well. You can see down, well, dang it. You can see down here where you had this big arrow, this VSA right here, selling pressure to the downside. Then you had this big push up right after it. And here are these buying imbalances right here. You can see right there, those long, low wicks. It's showing that somebody's buying this stock up down here. And here's your push up, and I would have got in either a break above VWAP or a break above the pre-market low. And you can see how this channel works out pretty good. It only pushed up into this yellow area right here, and then it pushed back down hip VWAP went a little bit below. Then you got just buying bullish deviation dot right there, and the triangles are here represents an engulfing candle. And right now, yeah, I have my labels cut off, and these will be your tweezer tops right here as well, showing you that those that's the same high for the last 1, 2, 3 candles, and then you got another 1, 2 high right there as well. So my signals indicator right now, I have those bubbles cut off, and I just cut them off, and show you some of the other things that are in here. So here's your engulfing bubbles right there, engulfing. You can't see this one, but it says DCC, and it just represents a dark cloud cover. It's a 3-bar pattern. And you can see also with the SPY, it's a gap up. So this week is it's a gap up week. And here are those tweezer tops bubbles right there. And also what you can see down here are those blue squares, just showing you that because I have it going close by close, the movement between the closes are lower than average, but it's high volume down here. So it's above average volume but below average movement in the closing, between the closing prices. And I can push down my here's the volume indicator that's hidden there, and this is my relative volume standard deviation indicator. And I don't see any there's one piece of this is Pearson Cloud. So I think if I go to the day, well, you can see it also on the hourly as well. So here's another price channel for the daily, and you can see how it's just trending down, and you can see how it hit the top of the actual channel, came down, consolidated a little bit, and broke out of the cloud. And here's your dark cloud cover. You can see right there with those 3 candles right there. And here's your Pearson Cloud cover right here, PCL, with these 3 candles right there. And that's pretty much how I trade. And I mark out. The gaps are marked out with my pink dashes right here. And you see the S&P 500 is breaking out, or actually broke out. And you can, in one sense, to me, is retesting this high. Right now, you can almost say it's a high wave candle on this day, but we'll see tomorrow how everything plays out. But this high is above this high right here, so we'll see how everything plays out. So if I go back to the intraday, we can see the previous week high is right here, previous month high, and that's what it really battle with up here. Let me see, previous month high, and once it hit the previous month high, yeah, it went above it, but it came back into this, came back right back below it, got knocked right back down. Here's your after hours high and low, and those are your tweezer bottoms as well. So there's a tweezer bottom indicator in this as well. And the tweezer tops and tweezer bottom works off of momentum. So if momentum is to the downside, you can get a tweezer bottom and possibly a push up, or you can get a tweezer top if momentum is to the high side. But it's just identify those candles with the same high, equal highs, and equal lows. And this purple dot right here is just a bearish divergence dot. And here are those, here's a buying imbalance right here, buying imbalance right here on this selling candle. And that's pretty much the end of the video. I really just meant to show you this seasonality indicator. But I appreciate you guys taking the time out to listen to what I had to say. I hope you got something for what I said or explained. And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, so you can when I'm finished updating these indicators, you'll be the first ones to know about it. I'll make them available to you. And also, I just want to say thank you again for listening to what I had to say. I'm not a financial advisor by any means, but just take some insights and sharing it with you. But God bless and stay safe out there.